Hayden has experienced seizures for 5 years now. At the peak, we were having 25 to 35 a day. We slowed down significantly with medication, but the medication can at times be a bit of a hindrance in terms of his physical activity levels, cognitive levels. When we got our diagnosis in September and started on keto, within 4 weeks, we noticed a great improvement and advancement in simple everyday things. He was then able to walk to and from school, whereas before he just wouldn't have the energy to be able to make that kind of haul.
Yeah, I have lots of energy. I feel healthier. I feel stronger.
About 30% of patients do not respond to anti-seizure medications, and hence their epilepsy will be uncontrolled. They are called medically refractory epilepsy. Some of these patients will benefit from a special form of medical diet known as ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet is very high in fat and low in carbohydrate. When the body gets fat, in the absence of carbohydrate, it produces ketones. Presence of ketones along with the absence of carbohydrate changes the brain metabolism to a beneficial manner, and the seizures gets controlled. However, we do not know the exact reason for seizure control in ketogenic diet.
So the classic diet has been around for about 100 years. In the classic diet, there's about 90% fat from calories. 2% of those calories are from carbohydrate and about 8% is from protein. And we see a classic diet laid out here where everything would be weighed on a scale by the parents and the child would be expected to eat the whole of the meal.
This is very restrictive. This limits the food choices. This creates family and social isolation. We do not believe that all patients need this severe restrictive form of diet. In fact, there is no scientific evidence to support the use of restrictive diet in all the patients. However, this has been the practice in the medical community for several decades.
But we've started to adapt the classic diet and liberalize it and modify it to be able to include more carbohydrate and get the same impact on seizure control.
In this particular form of diet, we do not restrict the amount of fat or protein. And there is no restriction on the type of food items that the child can consume. They don't have to weigh each ingredient. So that gives a lot of options to the family and the child.
I like baked meatballs, some pepperette, some Caesar salad, and some cucumbers, I think. I like chicken wings, I like pepperette, I like pasta, I like noodles.
Now there's not exact calculations on calories, protein, and fat, but there is exact calculations on carbohydrate, just like there was in the classic, but there's more carbohydrate allowed. The new modified diets allow for more carbohydrates, which allows the families to be able to be more flexible in terms of their meal planning.
In terms of being able to get out and go to restaurants and visit family, as long as I have access to the labels or I can look it up on the internet, on my phone or anything, it's really not anything to worry about. For me, I can almost tell you the percentage on any kind of food there is now. I've kind of become an expert, so it's really simple now at this point. We know what we stick with and what he likes, and it's working out pretty good.
We play Jurassic World, Jurassic Park.
And what dinosaur are you? You play dinosaur?
Sometimes I play as a dinosaur.
So far, we have tried this diet in 4 patients. So overall, out of the 4 patients, in 3 patients, we had excellent results.